Hello and welcome to another episode of Spoiler Appetite. My name is Tristan, and yeah, I'm back. Guess who's back? I'm back, and I'm not alone. Ladies and gentlemen, Brittney Taylor.
What was that?
I don't know. I was just fired up. You gotta keep Yeah, I'm keeping that.
Brittney.
I'm fucking keeping that. All right. I'm excited. Okay, so we're back. I mean, you could be my co-host. I mean, if we keep this up.
True.
We could days off. And I could just, I'll get all the new stuff and, we'll talk about it. Well, mainly I'll talk about it because I love to talk a lot. But I think for the topics, we have some topics that I'm sure you can blabber on as much as I can. So I think since the last episode, we talked about mostly Marvel movies. So I think why not talk about the DC Cinematic Universe? I know it's called the DC Extended Universe, but I'm calling it DCCU. So, alrighty.
That's not what it's called, Tristan.
I don't care. God. Doesn't matter. At least they know what I'm talking about. Why is it called Extended Universe?
Because it's extended.
Okay. From which part? From which part?
All
the
of
comics
the parts.
Or the movies? Or are we talking about
all
the shows?
All of the parts.
Okay. Alright. Whatever. I'm still calling it Cinematic Universe, so because, you're seeing it in the cinema. So, anyways. So let's talk about the DC Cinematic Universe. Now, Brittney, I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to say, but I'll let you take it away. So, overall, of all the DC movies you've seen, except Wonder Woman, which I have seen, and I'll talk about for a little bit, because, I'm not going to spoil it.
No spoilers.
No, of course not. I wouldn't do that to you. I know you would, hang up on the call right now. But, the DC Cinematic Universe, what do you think about it overall?
I like it.
That's it? That's it? You like it? I mean, you don't have any, negatives or... if you like it, what stands out to you? What do you like about this, Brittney? I mean, come on. Elaborate, please.
See, the thing is the DC and, the DC Extended Universe and all of this stuff, I never really see, a difference between it. I feel like it's just all one, and I like DC, so therefore I like the Extended Universe, because, it's DC, but extended.
So there's no it'll never be better than the Dark Knight. When a new Batman comes, you're like, yep, that's Batman. And
okay,
yeah. See, kids, I brought up the Dark Knight, and why did I bring up the Dark Knight? Please explain, Brittney. Going back in time. We're going back in time. When she was young, really young.
When I was young.
Well, okay, maybe, what is it, 2017? Oh my god, it's 9 years this month. Wow. So 9 years ago, when Brittney was 11 or 12, no idea. I don't keep up with age, so...
Considering I'm 19.
Wow. You're 2 years younger than me. No, wait. You're a year younger than me.
I'm about to be 20 this year.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, August 30th.
I was about to say, I'm 2 years older than you? Wow. You have one more year left till you can drink. But I'm pretty sure you're not even into alcohol. Hey, I drink responsibly. Right. So don't get on to me, internet and mom and dad, or anyone else that thinks I'm an alcoholic. I'll take alcohol over freaking drugs. But anyways, that's not the point. Dark Knight. Tell them why, the standard for you is probably Dark Knight. One reason. And one reason only. Heath Ledger's Bay. Okay, say it again.
Heath Ledger's Bay.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's for everyone, but elaborate more, if you will.
Heath Ledger played the Joker, and he has been my Joker ever since. he's amazing.
And there's actually a more story to that. Do you want me to tell you? Because I remember you told me this, and this really baffled me. Like, really caught me off guard. Okay, so...
Then remind me.
Okay. So, Christian Bale, Batman. No, The Dark Knight was your first Batman movie that you saw.
That's right.
Was it not?
It was my first Batman movie.
So, yeah. So, now you have a story. So,
right.
So, Dark Knight... Yeah, that, and what a great way to get into Batman with that movie especially, and that's your Joker. Like, what was it like? Like,
Joker.
You not being a part of this, when you were taken to that, or when you saw that movie, what, like, how did it happen? How did you end up going to see The Dark Knight?
I'm fairly certain it was just like a movie night, and they just said, hey, we're gonna go see it. I was like, okay. It really wasn't like spectacular thing. It was just, we're seeing this. And I mean, I was a child, I couldn't really tell them no.
Right.
So, we went and saw it, and it was kind of just like a wow moment, you know?
Yeah.
Especially the joke, like, I kind of, like, I felt like I was doing something wrong, actually, like, enjoying like the villain,
right?
And everybody was like rooting for Batman to like destroy the villain, and I was like, no, don't hurt him,
right?
Like, he's too precious for this world, don't hurt him,
right?
And then now here I am, like just crashing into all these like Batman things. Yes,
really, that was the beginning of your fascination with Batman. Whereas
that was the beginning of my nerdism.
Yes, exactly. And it started with Batman. And I'll get into it, what I'll say. But anyways, so Batman, like, this was mind-blowing. When I don't know when you told me that, but when you told me that, that was like, I cannot imagine being in your shoes, seeing that movie for the first time, and you actually rooting for the villain is probably the greatest thing a movie can do. Like, it's very rare that when we see movies, that we cheer for a villain. Like,
right.
And it doesn't always have to be the same. Like, when we want a good villain, we don't always expect it to be, we're cheering for that villain. But with the Joker and Heath Ledger as Joker, and like, look, you know, when you get older and you see movies like that, you tend to see it from a different angle, and you tend to see more themes of what that movie meant. And that movie is just chaos. The theme about that is just Joker wants the world to be in chaos.
Yes.
And it's insane. Like, watching it now, that movie will forever hold up. Doesn't matter how many years in the future we go, that movie will always hold up. If I was Wolverine, I could live that long, I'll be telling everybody, Dark Knight, best Batman movie ever. And look, I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I've said it before, but it's like, you know, the standard, you know, it doesn't get better than The Dark Knight. And honestly, I don't care if it doesn't get, like, pass. If it doesn't, like, for me at least, if it's not better than The Dark Knight, then it's a failure. Not at all. As long as it's good. But I'm telling you, The Dark Knight will never be, you know, will always be the best Batman movie. And
it's
again,
actually quite funny because you know how Heath Ledger has like all of that like makeup on?
Yep.
Well, when I found out was how that Heath Ledger's the guy who played it, I was like, I'm in love with Heath Ledger. Like, it was just like, yes. But the thing is I never saw him without the Joker makeup.
Right.
I just saw him as that, and I was like, I'm in love with him. And I didn't see him without the makeup until I think it was my senior year of high school.
Oh wow.
Wow. When I was actually talking with Danielle, and we were talking about Heath Ledger, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, I really love Heath Ledger. And Danielle was like, oh yeah, he is pretty cute. And I was like, I wouldn't know. Like, I've only seen him with Joker makeup on. And she was like, what? And so then that's when she made me sit down and watch 10 Things I Hate About You, and I just like fell in love even more.
Movie.
And then my friend Perry, he actually made me sit down and watch A Knight's Tale.
Oh my!
And yeah, it was pretty funny.
I mean,
it was good.
Yeah, Heath Ledger was a great actor, and I wasn't on the internet around that time when he was casted, but I heard there was a lot of backlash, and anytime there's backlash like that, I'm always like, give it time. You just gotta let it give it time, because in the past, it's been proven that, most of the time when, these actors we don't know, or we do know, get casted as these characters, these comic book characters we love, you're in for a surprise, because the director sees something that we don't see. And Heath Ledger is one of those examples. And in the last episode, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. We can't, there's only been one Wolverine, that's Hugh Jackman. And, he got hate on, but the thing was, the director, I don't know who was casting Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but I'm pretty sure it was Bryan Singer. And the thing about Hugh Jackman, he was a Broadway star. Not many people know that. Many people know him as Wolverine. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Les Mis, exactly. That dude can sing. He was a Broadway star, and Heath Ledger is no example. Heath Ledger is probably, honestly, if I had to compare the two of people being wrong that the casting of this character is it's gonna blow your mind. I mean, I don't know who I can put first, Heath Ledger or Hugh Jackman. I think I got to give it to Heath Ledger because he only played that character, sadly, once. And, that's everybody's Joker. That's everyone's, expectation when it comes to the Joker now.
Except for those Klingon people who are like Jared Leto.
Yep. And we'll get into that in a second. So, Dark Knight was the gate to Batman for you and everything else. So, you did go back and watch the other movies.
Of course. And I was like, I'm in love. I gotta watch. Have to obsess over everything.
Right. So.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was.
Okay. So, do you watch the animated stuff?
I really want to watch the Batman animated series, but I don't have it anywhere.
Well, you're in luck. Maybe after the show I can give you my stuff, because I bought every season of Batman the Animated Series. Yes, I did. Because at the end of the day, my Batman is Kevin Conroy. And it's that voice, and you'll recognize the voice because he voices Batman in the brilliant Arkham trilogy. Not the Arkham Origins, but in the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. And he's my Batman. When I think of Batman, or when I, think of dialogue from Batman, I think Kevin Conroy. I mean, he just has that voice. And yeah, but I'll totally give you my info on the animated series, because trust me, I've watched it, and it's just it's so Batman. It's so far ahead of its time, and that's really the standard for me. I mean, I don't like, having an expectation, but it's you never know. People, especially in the animation stuff, people tend to get it right with Batman. But if I had to say what it has to be better than, it's definitely the animated series. So, if you had to, have you seen any of the DC animated stuff with Batman in it?
I saw this really weird Batman animated one. It was with the Jamaican Joker.
No idea. No idea.
It's on Netflix, and I mean, he's not Jamaican, but his hairstyle and stuff is Jamaican.
The Batman. That's right.
Huh?
The Batman.
Yeah.
That was great.
I watched that.
What was your take on it? I mean,
at first I clicked on it thinking it was Netflix finally got the animated series. I was like,
right.
But then I realized it wasn't, and I was like, what the heck is this? So I clicked off of it for like a week, and then I was like, you know what? I should probably give it a chance. This is actually how I got into Doctor Who as well. It's like this creepy and weird, and then I was like, I need to give it a chance.
Right.
And then after that, I was like I was actually hooked on the Joker. I never thought I would be, but I was like, this Joker is actually pretty good.
Damn.
So I was actually like hooked on the Joker hooks me every time.
Right. Totally.
Time. Like the Batman, I was like, about.
Right.
But like the Joker, I was like, yes.
Yeah, definitely a new take on it, and I loved it because he can actually go up against Batman and whatnot. Like, he's very flexible, and yeah. I mean, now, the Batman show, I mean, when I was a kid, I was never really into cartoons. Like, my cartoons were Ed and Eddie.
Looney Tunes?
Well, not even...
Mine was the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, Looney Tunes were great. Tom and Jerry, the classic Tom and Jerry. Ed and Eddie.
Roadrunner.
Yeah. And Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend. Anything that was like Batman animated, I never cared for. So when I saw the Batman coming on when I was little, I was like, ugh, I love the live action, not that. But I actually sat down. I actually found it on Netflix at one point, and I was like, I want to start this, because where I am now with my geekism and being a nerd and whatnot, I watched it, and I was like, this is so unique. I like the changes, and the only gripe I have, though, with the show was, did you see the rest of it? Like, all of it?
The one with the Jamaican one?
Did you, I mean, the Batman, the show, yeah, with the Jamaican Joker, did you watch all of it?
I watched it all, yeah.
Okay, so, my only gripe, I love the show, my only gripe with it is, the only change I didn't like was Mr. Freeze. Now, I'm a diehard Mr. Freeze fanatic. Like, when it comes to the Rogue Gallery of Batman, it's, Joker's number one, because you never know what's going to happen when, Batman is going to go up against the Joker, especially in the New 52. That was insane. Like, yes, what happens in Endgame is unfucking believable. But, Joker's one, Mr. Freeze is like my second favorite, and it's all because of, Batman the Animated Series, where at the end of the day, he's not really a villain. He's just doing what he has to do to save his wife. And so, Mr. Freeze is in the Batman, and they totally changed him, and that was my only gripe. And while they totally did something new with the character that I wasn't a fan of, whatever. Everything else, it's interesting. It's amazing. It's totally different. Like, Poison Ivy is a friend of Barbara Gordon in that show, and just, wow, amazing. So yeah. So when it comes to the movies, if you had to rank all the movies, that's, the 90s, early 90s to Nolan's trilogy.
Yeah.
What's your list? So, here, I'll give you the list. There's Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises. And that's 7 right there, so.
Can you, type all those in Discord, because I'm going to forget them.
Okay. Here. I'll send you it. So, here. Okay, so, first one is Batman. Wait. I can't just ignore Batman 66. I can't just ignore that one, because that one did become into a movie, and that's, honestly, kids, that's how me and the lovely Miss Brittney, that's how we became friends. All because of, not only was it Batman, because of Batman 66.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
And that's how we became friends. Sometimes, this is why I wish time travel machines were a thing. Because of, I just want to watch that over again. Just me and you making fun of that scene, and yeah. Just
freaking ducks, man.
I know. Just makes no sense. And my dad uses that phrase all the time. He's like, some days you just can't get rid of the bomb, and he'll tell me some people don't get it. And it's just like, yeah, you wouldn't understand. So, oh man, that I could cry over that.
Like I actually remember your like head perking up when I said it.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yep. Honestly, I just alrighty. So I sent you the list. So
right.
From 1 to 8, 1 through 8, rank them.
Like 1 being the highest.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with my Joker first. So Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I know you love Batman and Robin, so
I know I do, but that's not second. I'm gonna have to go with Batman 66 second.
Wow.
Just because that does have memories.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, she thought about me.
Third, Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Then The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, wow.
And then, honestly, Batman Returns, Batman Forever. Oh, I remember Batman Forever. Batman Forever is like...
Robin.
It's fifth. I'm on 5 right now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go with... I really vaguely remember Batman. And I clearly remember Batman Begins, and that's definitely 8th.
Okay. Oh, wow. Batman Begins is number 8. Wow.
Yeah, that was a
Alright, so real quick, if you can remember, 1 through 8, one more time, just for the kids at home.
God, okay.
So,
The Dark Knight.
66.
Batman 66.
Mm-hmm.
Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Mm-hmm.
Batman Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Batman and Batman Returns, just either 6 or 7, doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then Batman Begins 8.
Wow. Awesome. So, for me, I mean, obviously Dark Knight's number 1 for me. Batman Returns, just because there's the best, like, Batman thing you're ever going to see in your life, and that's in Batman Returns. So, in Batman Returns, you know, he's trying to get rid of this dynamite bomb, funny enough. So he's just walking, and it's just a little scene, just a quick scene. Joker thug comes out of nowhere, and Batman doesn't even look at him, just swings one mean, wicked punch at him, just throws him off. To me, that's my favorite moment from that movie. It's just quick, and that's so Batman right there. So Dark Knight, Batman Returns, what else? I'm gonna have to say Batman Begins. No, gotta go 66 Batman. I mean, come on, friendship always. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises, and then where am I? Okay, Dark Knight, Batman Returns.
See, this is why I should have made an actual list instead of writing a straight line.
Yeah, I know, I'm terrible at this. Okay, Dark Knight, Batman Returns, 66 Batman, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. No,
come on.
Wait. Yeah,
Batman and
Forever.
Robin?
I mean, it just wasn't for me. I mean, especially looking at that time, I get it. Some people just, they took it a different direction and whatnot. It's not really that. It's kind of just, it's basically at that time, it was the modern day 66 Batman. I mean, you have George Clooney as Batman, but I will say this, though, and I've said it on this podcast.
We forgot about one.
What?
We forgot about Lego Batman.
Lego Batman. Damn it, you're right. Oh my god. Alright, I'll make this quick. Okay, so Lego Batman was just so goddamn great. Okay, Dark Knight, Lego Batman, I gotta say Lego Batman for 2, Batman Returns, and so forth, the same. But getting back to Batman Forever, I will say I'll take George Clooney's Batman over Val Kilmer's Batman any day, because for starters, George Clooney's Batman actually fits in Batman and Robin, whereas with Val Kilmer's Batman, he's too damn serious, and he just gives this really creepy ass smile in Batman Forever, and it's scary as hell to me. I just have nightmares just looking at it. I'm pretty like. Do you not remember that scene where he sees the girl he's in love with? He comes out and just smiles.
And it's not like is it like not the TV smile? It's just like the.
Oh, you need to Google it. You Google it and you'll see why. You'll see why I have nightmares just looking at it.
Let me do
Batman. Val Kilmer Batman smile. That's all you need to type. It's the. I don't get it, but you know what? Matter of fact, hold on. Let me change. You know what? 7 is Batman and Robin. Batman Forever.
See, I was right. That's the one I was talking about.
Yep, that's it.
That's the creepy smile.
Yep, it's just terrible. Ugh. But yeah. I'll say Batman Forever is last. What?
Looks like he could like kill you in your sleep.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, scary. And everyone wants to say, bat nipples, that's why George Clooney, and it's just George Clooney and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, I don't care. Yes, it's George Clooney. I don't see Batman at all, but I'll take his Batman over Val Kilmer. So, yeah.
George Clooney didn't like being Batman. He said he wished he would never taken it.
Yes, they even, and I watched this documentary of making it, and both Chris O'Donnell, who plays Robin, and George Clooney said, making this movie just felt like making a toy commercial, and I was like, oh, that's never a good sign that you're yeah. But anyways, so out of all the Batmans that we have, like even current, so there's Adam West. Wait a minute, Mask of the Phantasm is a movie too, because that was released in theaters as well, but we won't get into that. But anyways, getting back to Batman, like we ever left Batman. So who would you say is your Batman?
Well, I mean, I gotta go with forgot his name.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's his name. I gotta go with him.
Right, I understand, because he was your Batman when you first started. Totally understand. Right.
I mean, he wasn't the best. Like, I understand. He's not good. Like, I understand it. I understand that the Batman now is a lot better. That's not George Clooney. It's Ben
Affleck.
Ben Affleck. I understand he's way better, but just because Christian Bale and Heath Ledger both ignited my nerdism, I gotta go with them. Totally.
I totally understand. And for the longest time, like, I grew up, we both grew up watching those movies. For me, at the end of the day, when I really look back on it, Michael Keaton was still my Batman. At that time, Michael Keaton was still my Batman, because, it's really hard for me to remember who was my Batman. Which Batman did I see first? And I'm pretty sure Michael Keaton was the Batman that I saw first, because I remember as a kid I would be scared as hell of Jack Nicholson's Joker, because at the time I was afraid of clowns, and so he was my Batman for the longest time. I mean, even when Christian Bale was out. And look, I don't know why, but I don't know if you've seen this online, but there's a lot of hate for Christian Bale, because now that we have Ben Affleck as Batman, everyone's just all of a sudden, hating on Bale as Batman, which just, this is why I sometimes hate nerds. You get one thing and you praise it, and then you get something else. It's the same character, but then you dismiss the other people that play them. It's like, shut up.
The reason why that is, some quote unquote nerds do that is because they have something and they think it's the best that they can have.
Right.
And then the moment that somebody steps in that can play the character way better, they start noticing all the flaws of the past person.
Right.
And they just attack those flaws. Whereas I saw the flaws like way beforehand.
Yeah.
And I was still like, I mean, you good. You do you, man.
Right.
But then like Ben Affleck, I'm just like, yes, you have the voice for it. You have the build. But, like, Christian Bale.
Right. Totally.
Be, like, close.
And, just because at that time Michael Keaton was my Batman, because, that's what I was introduced to first. I don't dismiss the other Batman. Well, I do dismiss freaking Val Kilmer because of that goofy-ass smile, and George Clooney, but overall, it's whatever. But I never dismiss Christian Bale's Batman, because he was my Batman growing up. Even though my favorite Batman was Keaton, Christian Bale was my Batman growing up. And yeah, he's not the comic book accurate Batman. It's what Nolan did. He wanted a Batman in the real world, and yeah, that's what he gives. That's what he gave. Bale as his Batman, and I didn't mind the voice at all. And what we have now, and like I said, my favorite Batman of all time is Kevin Conroy. But if we're going to talk live action, it used to be Michael Keaton. Now it's Ben Affleck, because first of all, I love Daredevil. Suck it, nerds. Like, I love that movie. Like, I saw that as a kid, and really, Ben Affleck as Daredevil was my introduction to me, Daredevil being my favorite Marvel character of all time. And so, yeah. And now that he's Batman, I never had any doubt that, he was going to suck. Like, my parents' generation, they were very dismissive about it, very hating and whatnot. And it's like, you got to realize, like, look at his track record now. Like, before I even saw him as Batman, I saw his movies that Ben Affleck directed and whatnot. And Argo, just, God, like, I see why they got him, because he is one incredible actor. And then Gone Girl, ooh, that's not a movie you want to take your date to. So, whoo. But yeah, Ben Affleck is my favorite live action Batman. But overall, Kevin Conroy, all day, every day. And I was never dismissive about Ben Affleck being casted as Batman. And my dad was like, I remember texting him, and he's like, "Really?" And then I told my mom, and my mom goes, "Oh, hell no." And then, they 180'd. Like, I'll never forget, with my dad, he was like, yeah, he was really good. Like, my dad wasn't, like, hating on the idea. Not as bad as my mom was. My mom was hating on the idea. And so I remember when BVS came out, we went to it, and the whole thing, she's like, man, as long as he has the cowl on, I don't have to see Ben Asshat, as she still calls him or whatever, she'll be good. But afterwards, we walk out of the theater, and she's like, oh my god, Ben Affleck just pulled a Michael Keaton. I really liked his Batman. And I was like, oh my god. And yeah, Ben Affleck, who knows? When I'm dead and gone, there might be a more accurate comic book Batman, but Ben Affleck, that's Batman, especially in that warehouse scene. Holy Christ. Like, that's Jesus. And the fact that he can move in his one-piece cowl is just the greatest thing ever. Because if you know about the history that, back in the day, and that's why Christian Bale had the turning neck thing for his cowl, and not a one-piece cowl. Somehow the costume designers made it to where Ben Affleck can turn his head. And that warehouse scene, man, just fucking brutal. Like, that's the highlight of that movie. And yeah, he was comic book accurate. I mean, especially, Dark Knight Returns accurate. So, but yeah, Ben Affleck is my favorite live action, and Kevin Conroy is overall my favorite Batman. And for you, Brittany, say it loud and proud.
Christian Bale is my favorite. Just because, again, I mean, started out that way.
Right.
And I don't necessarily have a cartoon favorite Batman.
Right. So yeah. So let's get into let's get into the DC Cinematic Universe. So overall, you like it. You like what you're seeing right now. No flaws, no nothing.
So far, except for, okay, I really did not like Batman versus Superman, but I don't know if that counts as...
Okay. So, before we get into that, let's take it back to Man of Steel. So, Man of Steel, I loved it. I know you loved it because, social media is a thing. So, Man of Steel, if you can remember, recollecting of that whole movie and just your experience in general, what was it like to you? Like, what did you watch, the trailers for it? And when you first heard about it, was it when it was coming out or was it the first trailer?
What, heard about Man of Steel?
Yes.
Honestly, the first time I heard about it was from you. You tell me about all of the things that are coming out.
Yeah. I'm a movie buff, so.
Yeah, I kind of just pretty much wait for your text on things.
Right.
I didn't know that the Star Wars, The New Jedi or whatever, The Last Jedi trailer was out until you were like, did you see it? And I was like,
we'll get to that
hang on
later.
1 second. I pretty much just wait for your tweets as well. I look at them sometimes and I'm just like, oh, okay. But then if I start to see you review something, I'm like, no, don't look at it until I see it.
Right.
Because if I see a review, then it's gonna get me an option.
Right.
In my,
you don't want to be influenced by what I have to say. So that's good.
Right. But I was actually going into the Superman movie not open-minded, which I felt bad for doing. But I watched the old Supermans.
Christopher Reeve, yeah.
Sure, I don't know his name.
Yeah,
but
that's him. That's him.
That was my Superman. The old one, that was mine.
Right.
And so this new Man of Steel is coming, and it's Henry Cavill.
Yep.
And I was kind of but I mean, it was good. It was.
Oh.
It's not something
You're not
that
over the moon.
It's not something that I would sit down and watch on repeat. No. Kennedy.
It's not a movie you would have watched again, basically.
Probably not, unless
Gotcha.
it was kind of just hey, we're gonna watch this, and I'm just okay.
Right.
But I'd be on my phone.
Great. Right.
Kennedy, she would watch it. She's in love with Henry Cavill. She loves Superman. She loves Superman as much as I love Batman.
Right.
So
that's why I love y'all's relationship so much. And I didn't know Kennedy was a big fan of Superman. And was it because of Man of Steel or?
No, she's
always been a fan.
I don't know when it started, but she's always been a fan of Superman.
Gotcha.
Which is when I found that out, I looked at her and I was like, Batman, and she was like, no, Superman. And then we kind of looked at each other and we were like, oh my god, this is gonna be our feud.
Awesome.
And we went to go see Batman versus Superman, and she was angry because she thought Batman cheated, and I was laughing because I was like, Superman's getting defeated by a tiny green rock.
Damn.
And and then Superman died.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at her and I was like, well, sorry.
Yeah. Separating the nerds and bringing them back together.
It was actually really bad though, because we actually went in knowing that Superman died, because this little we were waiting to go into the movie when how the movie repeats.
Right.
This family was walking out of the theater. And Kennedy and I were early because we were freaking Batman versus Superman, And this little girl comes out and goes, I can't believe Superman died. And the mom looked at us wide-eyed because we looked at her and I was like, oh. And then you can bet Kennedy was like, what? And so the mom looked at us wide-eyed oh shit.
Yeah.
And then she looked at her daughter and she was like, shush. Shut up. Shut up.
Right.
And then I looked at Kennedy and I went, sorry?
Right.
And then she was,
oh my God.
She was like, it's not true. It's not true. It didn't happen. And I was like, okay. So we get in and it happens. And she was like, he's going to come back. It's got to happen. He's going to come back. And I was like, okay. Like, whatever you say.
Right.
And then she laughed at me when the Joker fake died in Suicide Squad because I started crying.
Oh, man. We're jumping ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
It's totally fine. I love hearing just that. Because does Kennedy read the comics by any chance? I don't think she does.
No.
Oh, okay.
Kennedy's nerdism proceeds to Superman.
Gotcha.
That's about it.
Gotcha.
And then she listens to me rant on about the Joker because obsession.
Right. Totally.
So, like, when the Joker fake died in Suicide Squad, she laughed at me because I laughed at her for crying when Superman died.
Right.
So, yeah. And then I was like, but my guy came back. Where's your guy? He's still buried, like, 10 feet under.
Damn. God. I mean, yeah, Man of Steel for me. Look, I think I pretty much talked to Man of Steel to death, but Man of Steel to me is still the best DC Cinematic Universe movie, and to be honest, I would say it's my favorite DC movie of all time. I love it more than The Dark Knight. I love it more than your Christopher Reeve movies, and I love it more than Michael Keaton movie. There was just, at that time, in that place, I don't know what it was, because I remember in the beginning, I wasn't thrilled when I first saw the first look of him in the suit. I was like, where's and as it was coming out and I saw the trailers, I was like, this is gonna be something. And then that movie was just moving me in a different way, to the point where, you know, in class, after I did my work or whatever, I would like search up Superman stuff, and the death of Superman really caught my eye. And you know, then I would come to school and you
ruined it for yourself, didn't you?
Huh?
Did you ruin it for yourself? Did you spoil Batman versus Superman yourself?
I'll get into that later.
You play yourself?
Yeah, I mean, there is an interesting story though. I mean, I will get into that. And you know, I came to school some days where I would, you know, have a button shirt, have it open, and underneath was a Superman shirt, and I would have my glasses, my prescribed glasses, and have this little curl in my head, in my hair, and that movie was something else. And I'll never forget seeing that movie opening day with a friend who let me borrow a Superman comic, and I think I read it after we saw Man of Steel, and that really, to get to the gist of it, Man of Steel was the bridge for me. Like, I've always been, excited for these comic book movies, but it wasn't until Man of Steel that made me want to go, I want to collect comics. And you would have thought, for someone whose favorite comic book character of all time, favorite DC character is Batman, you would have thought, oh, he collects comics because he loves Batman in those movies. No, Superman really got me into it, is what it was. And at that time, and I'll never forget seeing it with him, with my friend Jason, and we saw that movie, and it was just life-changing for me, especially getting into my nerd, coming out as a nerd and whatnot, wanting to collect comics, and I was like, this is the best Superman movie I've ever seen. And I love that real take on it. And I remember when it was first said that, it's going to be a realistic take on Superman. I was like, how do you do that with Superman? Then it's just like, you see it in the movie, those themes of like, Clark Kent, it's definitely not your Christopher Reeve Superman where it's all hopeful and stuff and whatnot. Henry Cavill's Superman is very much of the question. The theme of that is like, what kind of a man do I want to be? And it kills me. And I remember when the movie came out, and it got reviews, and people were bitching about, Superman would never kill Zod, and blah blah blah. And I was like, and I did research, and he has killed Zod, and I was like, you just don't get to understand. And I always fought with people, but at the end of the day, I just let it go. It's like, you can't really fight with people. And so, but my comeback was always like, okay, first of all, he was only Superman for 2 days. He was only getting, like, he was only, he was Superman through his whole life, but he never understood how to, fly or supervision and all that business. He wasn't sure what he wanted to do with his life. And, he was just going around day to day, not sure what he wants to do with his life. And, this catastrophe, all this shit comes to him, and it's his own people that are just trying to make the world into Krypton. And he's making that sacrifice to let, his home world officially die with Zod in order to save people, these home world. And yes, there was a lot of destruction, and it's like, what do you expect? Superman doesn't know what he's actually doing. He's trying his best to save the world, and at the end of the day, he kills Zod. And favorite scene is like when he snaps his neck, and he's just like, he just lets out that scream of like pain and all that business, and that just shows you this is the type of Superman we're dealing with, and that he hated that feeling. He hated that feeling so much because he knew when he does this, no more Kryptons. He's the last one alive. And God, that movie is just, to me, I could watch it anytime, and I still think it's just the best ever. And just the way he fights in that movie, so Superman. Overall, Man of Steel is still my favorite. So let's get to Batman v Superman.
Okay.
So yeah, you obviously didn't like it, or
no, I didn't.
Overall, what was it about it that just you didn't like about it?
I don't know. I feel like they tried to just, I don't know. It was just bad. Like it was slow.
Complicated.
I mean, it wasn't complicated. It was fairly easy to follow.
Right.
It was just like slow and
too much talking.
Like even the extended version, because I watched that too.
God,
I was just like, this was even more added that probably didn't need to be added. And then that convenient Martha thing was just like, really?
Right.
And so I mean, and then like the fight scenes were like, here's a green stone, shove it in Superman's face.
Right.
He's weakened.
Right.
And then Lois Lane, don't even get me freaking started on Lois Lane. Oh my god, I hate her.
Lois Lane?
I hate Lois Lane. Like, even in the old Supermans, I hate Lois Lane.
Hey, at least she's smarter in this version, whereas she couldn't tell that it was obviously Superman underneath those glasses.
Okay, she might have found out Superman's identity because, I mean, obviously, like, glasses don't hide anything, but she got herself trapped underwater. Like, really?
She was trying to get the spear.
She could have easily screamed Superman's name and say, "Hey, I have an idea.
Logic.
Go get the spear."
Everyone loves to bring logic, but it's whatever. So
I mean, he has the ultimate hearing, obviously, because she could have banged on the top roof and everything. And that's when he was like, "Oh shit, my love's in danger," and he leaves the actual danger of the world to go save Lois Lane.
Right. So, did you read that there was an actual deleted scene where Superman is using his super hearing?
No.
Okay, so there was a deleted scene that I guess they came up with but never filmed, was where Superman is looking for Martha, and he listens, and it just, apparently it was dark as hell. Like, he's hearing everything from who knows what he was hearing, but they just said it was really dark, and it just crossed the line, and they didn't want to incorporate it, and whatever. But what okay, besides your beef with Lois Lane, what was your favorite scenes? I mean, your favorite aspects of the movie?
Batman versus Superman?
Yeah. Silence. So much silence.
I think my favorite scene of the whole entire movie was when Wonder Woman drops from the sky and Batman and Superman are like, I thought she was with you.
Yeah, which is kind of a weird thing if you really think about it. Why would Batman reply, I thought she was with you, when he was just, with her, dancing with her, not dancing, but like with her a few minutes ago, send her an email and whatnot. Kind of weird. I get it.
I mean, he could have thought that she was with him the whole time.
I think it was just a bad joke. And I think it was just for a trailer, really. That joke was for a trailer, and it's kind of weird if you put it into the movie, so yeah. But what other stuff did you like about Batman v Superman? Was it, the look of it? Was it, anything else that you can think of? Like, what did you enjoy about the movie? Da-dum. Da-dum. Going silent.
I mean, there wasn't really a lot that I liked.
So you didn't like Ben Affleck as Batman?
I mean, he was cool, but I already knew he was cool.
Okay. Nothing really stands out from you, from his Batman to the others, or like, oh wow, he's doing this and this, and that's pretty cool.
I know he has like the voice, like what I pretty much look for in the Batman is to be able to have like that deep voice and like the stealth aspect pretty much. Gotcha. But it's not like I look for the gadgets or anything. It's kind of just like if he can do the job, then he's a good Batman.
Oh, okay.
Now the Superman, I guess he's cool.
Yeah. Apparently does he have many lines in this. Batman has more lines than Superman, which is weird.
That's because Batman's better.
Well, yeah, I guess so. For me, I don't know if you've heard my thoughts on it. I'm pretty sure you have, but real quick, this movie, even with extended version, which I will say extended version is better. It does help some scenes, but overall, it's too long. And I walked away from this movie when I finished this movie. First time seeing it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this movie at all. Because, okay, first off, the death of Superman. When I saw the second trailer, and the second trailer reviews Doomsday, I'm like, oh crap, and I was texting with my dad, and he was like, Superman's gonna die. I'm like, no, they can't. This is only the second movie we've seen him in, this version of it. And so, and when it happened, and granted, I saw the spoiler on freaking Instagram Explorer, and I was like, you sons of bitches. And I was like, this is fake. This is fucking fake.
That's what I thought about Han Solo. Like, don't even play.
Oh, we'll get into that. So I saw it on Instagram. I'm like, this is fake. This is totally fake. So I go in, and sure enough, Superman dies. And when they set it up, I was like, oh, fuck no. They are not going to do this. Bow. I was like, you've got to be shitting me. I mean, I walked away. I was like, and this is before I read the Death of Superman comic, which, sorry, everyone that loves that comic, I didn't like it. I mean, it was just not good. Like, the story's pretty stupid. Like, it's pretty, I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't read the other, the before issues, and it was just mainly them fighting. It's like, okay, whatever. But my gripe was, and this is like, for me, like, this was not the tip of the iceberg for me. This was just a little nugget that I was like, look, I get it. Superman's dead, and they're going to set the Justice League with Batman and Wonder Woman, and they're going to come up to these other characters and be like, have them join the team, and the members will be like, you know what, I'll join it because Superman sacrificed himself so that everyone could live and whatnot. And I get that, but I was like, you could have really saved this for me. Like, for me, I want an emotional impact when that would happen. And it's like, you need to earn that. you can't just shove that into this movie. You need to wait a couple more movies and then kill him, so that we're so like invested in this character. We're so emotionally attached to this character. There's this version of Superman, and when he kills him, that's when we just feel like, fuck, I wanted that emotional impact. And even with the extended version, which there's a lot more Clark Kent, and I'm thankful for that. But overall, I was like, you shouldn't have done that. But I get it. But
I think they were relying on the fact that people had feelings for like Superman in general.
True, but as far as like movies go, I like yes, I've got Man of Steel. I love that movie, but I just felt it was really too soon to kill him off. And look, I get it. I get if you had that emotional impact. It's like, wow, they fucking killed him. Like, especially if you're not a comic book nerd and doesn't know the history, this probably would have wrecked you in places you just were like not expecting. And I get that, but for me,
laughing.
What?
I was mostly laughing.
You're evil. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I was laughing at Kennedy because she was crying.
You're so mean.
Because Superman died. So I was laughing at her.
Evil.
Laughing at Superman dying.
And
then I rejoiced because Batman won.
Yep, of course. I mean, okay, so that was just a little nugget. My problem with this movie, and one of them was Lois Lane, but it wasn't until I saw the extended cut, because with Lois Lane, the original cut, I was like, she doesn't do anything. Like, she's just there. She doesn't do anything. She's got this bullet and whatnot, and they just didn't give her enough. And then I see the extended cut, I'm like, okay, where the hell was all of this? Like, oh my god.
It's obviously in the extended cut. Duh.
Yeah, like, seriously. But it just blows my mind that it's like, okay, first off, a 3-hour movie, like, look, I'll see a 3-hour movie, a comic book 3-hour movie, but for this movie, fuck no. Like, oh my god. Like, in the extended cut, it does it better with Lois Lane because she has more to do. She's actually investigating, and it pays off. But what still stays with me with my negatives is that, first off, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I was cheering for him because I was like, okay, someone saw Now You See Me.
That was another thing that I did like. I did like Lex Luthor.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Wow. Very Jim Carrey-like Riddler-esque. And, you know...
But I like the Riddler.
Yeah, I know. Can't blame you. I have nothing against you. Can't really do anything with that. But for me, I was championing for him. I was like, finally, they're not gonna, finally, someone saw Now You See Me, where Jesse Eisenberg can play a not the stereotypical, role that he's always been cast in, where he's shy, awkward, and whatnot. And he's the serious person. I'm like, okay, I like that. And he's the same age as Superman? Great. Seeing him in Batman v Superman, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, okay, here's an idea. This would totally work if Lex Luthor was a crazy religious person. Because how many times does he say God in this movie? Like, he says it at least, like, drink every time he says, he says the word God. Guarantee you're going to get hammered. Like, oh my god. It just... I
mean, he does talk about the devil, too, because...
Exactly.
He talks about that painting, how he thought that the painting was upside down, where, like, the angel should have been falling instead of...
My point exactly. It's like he's talking about all this philosophical God stuff. It's like, okay, what? He could have been a crazy religious man. But,
he's like Jehovah Witness and Batman.
Exactly. Oh my god, exactly. Holy crap. And I was just like, and every time he spoke his lines, I was like, I would always listen to them. I would always try and think of how he could have delivered those lines more better. But at the end of the day, my theory is, I'm just hoping, as the DC, if we see him again, I hope he grows and develops into the Lex Luthor we all know, very serious and not quirky and crazy and whatnot. So that's another thing I had a problem with. Another problem I had. Wow, I'm trying to recollect. I think, okay, my biggest problem with this movie overall is why Batman Superman fight. This is my biggest fucking problem with this movie. I was like, okay, I can let go of the Martha scene. I really can. I get it. I get what it means. You know, Batman is like, you know, he's reclaiming himself. He can save Martha or whatever. And, you know, it's very traumatizing for him and whatnot. And his father said Martha and all that business. I can let that go. I get what they were going for. Sure, it doesn't work for most people, and it's going to be the biggest, longest joke ever. And, yeah, but my issue is beforehand. Why they're fighting. Because Lex Luthor kidnaps Martha Kent and forces Superman to fight Batman. What is that? What in the hell? Like, I don't understand. Because you watch this whole movie, it's like they're gonna go at it. It's like it got me excited. It's like you can see the tension rising and them just really gonna beat the fuck out of each other in a minute. And also, like, it just doesn't make any sense. And then when it happens, I'm like, fuck, no. It's like I don't get it. It's like they build it all up. And then it just felt like, well, how do we get these two to stop fighting? And it's like, oh, how about we just redo it and we'll have Martha Kent, kidnapped, and that's why they fight. And it's like, okay, hey, dumbasses, if you're gonna freaking introduce Wonder Woman, why not have her stop the fight? I get it, it's gonna piss off a lot of people, but it's like, it's a better ending than what we got and whatnot. Right. You know, because Wonder Woman could have came in and been like, you two assholes need to stop fighting. We got bigger problems over there. And, like, that would have been awesome. But no. It's just, I mean, this is a movie I will not see again. Well, I probably will when I, start a freaking DC, marathon, DCCU marathon. And I'll watch it. Extended cut, even though it's 3 fucking hours long, and it just doesn't make any sense why you would have to make it that long.
I mean, it's kind of like when you sit down for Lord of the Rings. You, know what you're getting in for.
Yeah, I bet. And that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, you gotta cut that down. And honestly, when I finished the movie or whatever, I was like, this is not a movie for kids at all. Because there's a lot of politics being talked about, about Superman and should we trust him and all this business. It's like, I think a kid would fall asleep. My little sister even fell asleep at one point and she missed a Wonder Woman coming into action. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely not for kids because they don't understand.
I fell asleep doing it the second time.
Oh man, that's a bad sign.
I was watching it with Kennedy.
Oh my God.
Fell asleep.
This is not. I was just like, yeah, this is a movie. I'm pretty sure kids would be bored as fuck with this because there's not enough action beats. Yeah, you get the Batman car chasing, you get the Batman warehouse scene, that's pretty much it. I mean, even in the beginning, you get that, and then you get the nightmare sequence. And the thing is, Batman v Superman, the marketing, that's all on me. Because as I previously mentioned before, when we started this, during when we, you know what I mean. So I've said this before. Yeah. I watched all of the marketing videos for Batman v Superman, and at the end of the day, there was nothing left for me to be surprised by. Be like, oh, that happened. But what?
You played yourself.
Yeah, basically. But there was only one thing that did caught me off guard and sure as hell didn't see coming, was the Flash. And I was like, holy fuck. And when he shows up, I was like, hold on. And it's like, wait a minute. And then the helmet comes up and I'm just like, that's the Flash. Holy crap. And yeah, that was it. I mean, that was a great, exciting part, even though it's probably confusing as hell as to, people who are not comic book fans. So
yeah, I was confused at first, just because, like, it was such a quick scene. I was like, who the hell was that?
Yeah.
And he was like, that was the Flash. I'm like, okay, cool. What was he saying?
Right.
Because, like, I didn't... Like,
right.
And, like, when he was, like, saying, like, don't trust him or blah, 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 I was like, okay, so pretty much the Flash fucked everything up and made Batman and Superman go head-to-head.
I mean, I guess, but I think I know what he was talking about. I mean, Lois is the key. I'm not sure what that means. But what I think...
I don't know, but it's probably going to be stupid because Lois is stupid.
I know I'm pretty sure he was referring to Darkseid. Lois is the key. I don't know how. And then you were always right about him. Maybe that was a nightmare sequence. And maybe he was talking about Darkseid. Which, seeing that Omega symbol in that nightmare sequence, which that nightmare sequence was so good. And it's all in one take. That's what makes it my day. But anyways, so that's Batman v Superman from us. What else? Okay, next DC Cinematic Universe movie, Suicide Squad. Take it away, Brittney.
Okay, so Suicide Squad, I was really excited for. It was actually the first movie officially that Harley Quinn was being introduced in.
Yes.
And I was really excited, and I actually found out about Suicide Squad when I was buying a Harley Quinn something. Because I think it was a Harley Quinn comic book.
Oh, yeah.
I was buying a Harley Quinn comic, and like that's literally what I do. I go into just find comic books that look cool. And I don't even buy them in order. Like eventually I'm getting like the ones before that. But like I just go, okay, this is here now, buy it.
Start with volumes.
And so like I was buying it and the guy was like, you excited for Suicide Squad? I was like, Suicide what? And like I didn't know what Suicide Squad was at all. And he was like, you don't know about Suicide Squad? And I was like, honestly, dude, I'm a nerd, but sometimes some of the nerd stuff just doesn't come to me yet. And he was like, you need to look it up. It has Harley Quinn and all these other people. And I was like, sweet, I'll look it up. And so I didn't because
wow.
I forgot about it. I didn't look it up, but then I saw the trailer for it.
Where?
And I was like,
where did you see it?
On TV.
Oh, okay.
And like it was just a commercial, and like I was speeding through the commercials, right? And I saw pause, go back, watch it. And so I watched it and I was like, dude, I could get into this. So the movie happened, right?
Yeah.
And it was not what I expected.
Wow, really? I remember talking to you about it and how much you really loved it.
Or maybe I did love it. I do. I really do love it.
But you have issues with it.
Like,
gotcha.
I don't know, it felt rushed.
Oh.
Like, I feel like the stories that needed to be told didn't get a chance to be told. At least in the normal version. The extended version gave it a little more time to be able to do that.
Right.
Which was great.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the theater, I pretty much left the theater enjoying it and loving it, but also kind of feeling a little bit like, what? Because like I don't know if you've seen the extended version, but there's conversations between Flag and Will Smith that you don't see, and I feel like those are.
What was that scene?
It was like they were leaving one of the helicopters at some point. And then there's like more flashback scenes with like the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay.
And like there was just more scenes in the extended version that I just felt like should have been in the actual version.
Right. Totally understand.
Just because it like helped the plot more, and it like made you actually feel for the characters more. Because like I felt for Harley when she saw the vision of, we'll see. I felt for her, but that's just because I know Harley and I know the Joker, and I know that no matter how hard she tries, she's never going to get that anymore.
Right.
But like people who are like noobs to it and just go to it for whatever, are just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then like you just feel for all of them, but like when you don't get their full like flashback story, like the one that we got the most was I forget his name, but the El Diablo, yeah. Just because his was permanent to the plot,
right?
To like explain why he didn't use his powers, like, but
wow.
everybody else's, it was just kind of like, if we put it in there, great. If we don't, they won't care, which
right
isn't true. Like I care. Like I want to know how like Killer Croc became Killer Croc. I want to know.
Didn't they say he had like a skin disease or something like that? Pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, they did, but like
you wanted more, basically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then like I want to know how like Deadshot decided to become Deadshot, and just like little tidbits into that.
Gotcha.
And then like I also hated how they even added, what was his name, Captain Kangaroo or something, or Kangaroo or something like that. The guy who like jumped off the walls. That dude, the guy who died.
Oh, Slipknot.
Kangaroo.
Slipknot.
Oh, Slipknot. Yeah, whatever. Like,
oh my god.
I don't even understand like why he was even in there.
Yeah,
like,
he was just the example of what happens if you disobey Amanda Waller and all
exactly, that. But like, wouldn't you just have them believe that?
Well, he did punch a girl, so yeah, can't really connect with him. So
right, it's just
yeah, I understand. I mean, Suicide Squad for me has problems, and I actually read my review on one of the episodes on here. But the gist of it is, at the end of the day, I enjoy this more than Batman v Superman, because at the end of the day, they're still bad guys, and my problem with this movie is, the villain just getting way too, my favorite reference that I always make, getting jiggy with it. It's a Will Smith song, Brittney, so yeah, that's what I say when I say.
know what get jiggy with it is.
That's a song, Will Smith.
No, I know.
Oh, okay. But yeah, just getting jiggy with it, and Will Smith, I mean, him not wearing his mask, I was like, okay, if you're gonna wear a mask, why is it rubber? Why not have it metal? To protect yourself. Like, look, if you're not gonna cover your identity, fine, but if you're gonna wear a helmet, at least make it metal or something. I mean, it looked great, but alright, whatever.
I don't know, I liked it the way it was. I feel like if it was metal, that's kind of be more damaging if he got hit.
But it protects him, or like something at least that like his mask will help him to, protect his head or whatever, in case some other marksman wants to, shoot him in the head or anything like that. But it's whatever. And I love Captain Boomerang, even though he was just mainly there for comic relief. And Slipknot, not a great character, whatever, but yeah, it's whatever. I loved
Slipknot was literally just should not be there
just
at
there
all.
to be killed. Yep. And my favorite things about this.
Continue.
What?
Continue.
Oh, okay. My favorite thing about this movie was, the characters. Sure, they're probably put into a bad movie, but they're great. I like the characters except Slipknot. And El Diablo, loved him. Sure, and yeah, we got more background on him, but still, great. I liked the moment they casted Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I was like, fucking fan casting right there. And, you know, I knew she was going to nail it. I mean, I don't think anyone was doubting her. Comes in, just wrecks shop, and it's just like, great. Awesome. You nailed it. Don't think we need a freaking Gotham City Sirens movie, though. But whatever. And, you know, Deadshot, I love Deadshot, and I love that moment where, you know, they show him, you know, his profile, and all those bullets are falling, and his hand is out. I was just like, oh, that's amazing. And Flash makes a cameo in this, and I was like, oh, I am so gonna love this Flash. But yeah, as far as the Joker, my feeling is this, like, give it time. We just need to see him in another movie, because every time I watch Suicide Squad, I get what they were going for. And I'm still, like, I like the look of his Joker, minus the tattoos, but for me, I gotta give it another movie. So far, what I was given was, the way I looked at it was, they're just showing the chemistry between Joker and Harley. You don't really see Joker being Joker-like, you know. Joker's always been like, he doesn't have a plan. He's just doing whatever the hell he needs to do to get done. And in Suicide Squad, he had a mission to get Harley, and that was it. And that's why I'm like, I just need to see another movie before I can say I think he's terrible, or I like him.
I like him.
Why? Why you like him so much?
Other than the fact that he's the Joker.
Well, yeah. He's so pretty.
Yeah.
Way prettier than Heath Ledger.
No.
Oh, that's adorable.
Slow your roll there, man.
Okay.
No, Heath Ledger is,
So, were you a fan of the tattoos? Or, like, his look overall?
I didn't like, the one... I didn't like, the damaged on the top of his head.
Yep. Same. Just get rid of that. Would have been great. But how can we not talk about this movie without, you know, talking about Batman in this? Like,
Batman wasn't really in it though. Like, he was there for like a couple of scenes, and then.
But he was. I mean, he was definitely used very well, and I'm so glad. It was great. It was really great, even though I wanted to see, you know, Affleck's Batman and Leto's Joker play off each other.
But, that'd be cool. The Ben Affleck Batman and the not Heath Ledger. Ledger's dead.
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Like, I would really like to see them play in a movie.
Yep, same here. I need to see that as well, because, come on, it's been like years since we've seen a live action version where they play off each other, and so, but I think this was the best Batman use ever, and this is probably another favorite Batman moment for me, is when he takes down Deadshot, but before he does, he's like, it's over, Deadshot, I don't want to do this in front of your daughter. And it's like, he's referencing his origin. Like, he's, in a way he is, and he just doesn't really, he doesn't want to see his kid, you know, see his father get taken away.
Right.
So great. So yeah, that's Suicide Squad. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed it more than BVS, and Brittney, I'm sure you enjoyed it more than BVS as well.
Completely.
Oh yeah. Definitely more colorful and fun, even though I did find some of the jokes enforced. There was too many jokes for me, but it's whatever. So yeah, Wonder Woman. Real quick. So here's my thoughts on Wonder Woman. I saw it opening day, and I was disappointed. I thought it was terrible.
What?
So terrible. Just wow. I have no words for it, honestly. This was terrible. I mean, I don't know why people are praising it, because it was terrible. I just,
I would tell you to go into detail, but I don't like spoilers, so, no.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be terrible.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's great. It's actually great. I mean, I was blown away by this movie. This is definitely like the second greatest DC movie, second DC Cinematic Universe movie. This very much felt like they were very inspired by Christopher Reeve Superman, and it totally shows. And I loved every moment of it. Sure, I have a few gripes with the movie. Like, for starters, this isn't really a spoiler, but there's a lot of slow motion in the fighting, and some of it works for me, some of it doesn't. But my big problem with it overall is the villain. And granted, I'm glad he showed up, but I just wish they could have taken that advantage of using him more in this movie. But overall, I was happy that he was there. And yeah, Wonder Woman is it's so wonderful. It actually has that hope feeling that they've been talking about. Like, we're gonna bring hope to these movies, and it shows in this movie. This is like, if you've been waiting for a Superman movie to be hopeful and whatnot, Wonder Woman has you right there. It's amazing, and the humor's great. Chris Pine as Steve Trevor. Oh my god, he's wonderful in it. He's just charming. And yeah, I mean, I can't really, I shouldn't say it on here, because I mean, it has been said out that there's a certain someone that shows up in this movie, and yeah, I won't say it, but like I said, whatever, I'm not going to get into it, but I will say one last thing. They have, I shouldn't say that, but I will say this. Okay, when the movie opens and they show Themyscira, I almost cried to tears. I literally almost broke down, because oh my god, was it beautiful. They did Themyscira so right. The look of it, the Amazons are just, they're so badass. But yeah, Wonder Woman. If you've had a problem with the DC Cinematic Universe movies, go see Wonder Woman. Just might change your mind, because amazing. Really great. So yeah. So anyways, let's move over to the nerd stuff and talk about some YouTube. So, YouTube, since Brittney put this on this list right here.
Oh god, I did.
So yeah, take it away, Brittney. I have no idea where to go with this.
I mean, neither do I, really.
I mean, okay, so I'll make this quick. I was
kind of just going to talk about our YouTubes, pretty much, just to get it out there.
Well, I mean,
because like the last time we talked about YouTube, we were kind of just like starting out with our YouTubes and weren't really...
Our YouTubes? Girl, I've been on YouTube since 2010, I think.
Well, I was just starting out, but like we were still like trying to make it.
Right. So before we get into that, where can people find you on YouTube?
You can find me at Brittney Probably Lies. And you gotta spell my name right.
YouTube.com/Brittney Probably Lies. Remember it, kids.
You gotta spell my name right. It's Brittney.
1 T.
2 T's.
Oh, 2 T's,
you
right.
Just messed it up.
So, what do you do on your YouTube channel? I mean, maybe. Do what now?
That's a pretty good question. So, I do Week Crate unboxing. I do challenges. I do just talking mostly. And I'm starting to actually put video games on my YouTube. Right. And then for the most part, I actually do stream. Because that's a lot easier than posting gaming videos.
And
So,
where can people find you on your streaming?
Twitch. It's the same as my YouTube name, Brittney Probably Lies.
And with Twitch, are there like notifications that you can get on your phone or anything like
yeah,
that?
if you follow me,
Okay.
get
'Cause I
notified every time I go to stream.
right. I never used Twitch. I mean, I've watched people on Twitch, but I've never used it myself. Probably don't plan on using it. I mean, if you look on my channel, you see only like 1 or 2 games on my channel. So, okay, so I think we talked about this the first time you were on the podcast. But to clarify, what made you want to start making YouTube videos? And where do you see yourself going? Do you see yourself continuing as YouTube and doing little projects? Because I recently saw something from your channel and I thought it was very intriguing. So your latest video, one of your videos that was for a project for your school, I found that very interesting. It has me curious. Are we going to see more of that or what?
So it was for my school project, and all of my school projects are going to end up on my YouTube at some point or another. I want to do YouTube for my career, but I know that's probably not going to happen. So the main goal is to be an editor for a movie.
Gotcha. Now, so filmmaking is not, well, YouTube is your one thing, but as far as like that short film that you made for your school project, which,
right.
I have some thoughts, but I don't think you want to get into that, but if you do, we'll do it later or whatever. We'll talk about it on here if you want. But yeah, I remember when you posted that, and I read the description of it, because I don't think anyone ever reads the description in YouTube videos, but I read it, and when I saw that it was a little fan film, I'm not a fan film, a little short film, I was very taken away, and really kind of brought me back to when I used to do little short films. So what was that process like, doing that short film? Was it time consuming? Was it stressful?
It was very stressful. We filmed 15 pages of script within 2 days.
Damn.
It was very stressful, and it was like pulling teeth trying to get actors to even like show up. It was also kind of hard getting crew to show up, because some people just couldn't make it, and then other times we only had like 1 day. Luckily, I found a camera guy who was actually the boyfriend of the main actress.
Wow.
And so that was cool. And then my friend Tyler, he couldn't make it for the second recording day. So luckily, another boyfriend of my script supervisor actually came and did audio for me as well. And so, I mean, it was really cool, like, how all these people from my school, like, came together to help me.
Right.
But it was so hectic, because not only did we have, like, 2 park scenes, but we had to, like, change the days that we were recording something, because the guy who was playing the guy who was playing John, his name is Ryan, and he told us the day that he showed up on the first day that was the only day he could record.
Wow.
So we had to switch up everything that we were recording that day to fit around his schedule. And so, I mean, that was hectic. So we got 1 park scene done, but then the next time we had to go do a park scene, it was pouring down rain.
Wow.
So we tried to do it at the park, but it was just way too wet. So we had to quickly change the script to where it was a, hey, come over to my house kind of feel, instead of meeting at the park.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it was really hectic, and my teacher actually asked me if I liked being a director, and I flat out told him no. I was like, no, I don't enjoy this. I mean, everybody told me that I was a good director, and that for my first time actually like being on a real set doing it, I actually did pretty good, but I was like, just going to stick behind the computer and edit things, not actually do the directing.
Right. So so the story, talk about that. Like, I don't want to take any credit from you. I just tell them what the synopsis is of this short film and how, like, where did the idea come from?
So it's pretty much about a girl who gets heartbroken and she goes on Tinder to find a date. Mm-hmm. And she finds somebody named Danny, and she's like immediately in love, and they date for like a couple of months, and then they move into with each other, and then they get into this like huge argument, and Sarah actually ends up being kidnapped. And then the way that the story goes, you're supposed to think that Danny kidnapped her, but it's actually her best friend John who kidnaps her.
Oh my, spoilers.
Oh well. And so it just, I don't know, it was a twist that I think nobody really saw coming. Because it's all about, like, what you hear a lot about today is about, like, the online and how it's dangerous and how, like, you can meet murderers. But, like, I'm living proof of the fact that you can meet people online and become complete friends with them, and like even best friends to a point. And so that's like something that I did want to bring kind of to the attention, is that it's not always people online that could hurt you, or like that can that are like bad. Like, it could be the people that you thought were your friends. But I actually got the Tinder idea from my friend. She, I won't say her name, but she didn't have a very good Tinder experience. Oof. And so at first I was going to take it where the Tinder guy actually turned out to be the bad guy and actually ended up killing Sarah. But when I relayed it to my teacher, he said that wasn't a good idea.
Right.
So I instead changed it around to where the Tinder guy actually came to rescue Sarah, pretty much. So that way it was like a everybody wins situation. People realize that not everybody online is as bad as people think people are. Right. And it could always just be your best friend standing right next to you.
Jeez. I mean, when I was very, like, shocked that you made a short film, because I was like, I know she wants to work in that media surface, but you want to do editing.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, that was interesting. So, I'll give my little thoughts on it. So, for a starter, it's, for someone who's starting it, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's okay. And, it's not terrible or anything like that. Because first of all, it's your first time. You have no experience with it at all. So you're just, you're just diving into it and going into it. And I would have loved it if it was longer, but I get it. It's a short film. And it was interesting for a first timer. And overall, it was pretty interesting. And I didn't really, when you mentioned that you didn't want it to be the standard, meeting a guy on Tinder who ends up being the kidnapper and all that theme, I didn't realize that. And I thought, looking back at it now, that's a pretty interesting twist. So, I mean, editing, what was that like? I mean, did you love the experience, or were you just like, oh God, I just want to be finished with this and be done with it?
I mean, I loved it to the point until we got to the kidnapping scene, because, like, it would have been simpler if the actor actually followed the script.
Right.
But instead, he just like ad-libbed it. Every take.
Jeez.
So every take was different.
Oh,
he was also walking around.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like, my teacher wanted coverage, meaning you had to switch between different like shots. So like I sat there for like a good maybe hour or so, making sure like when he was walking, the next shot would have him walking as well. But then I also had to make sure that the sentences matched up or they didn't like collide.
Right.
And that took me forever because I was just like, none of these match up.
Wow.
But then I finally like found ones that did, and it was just, that was the only frustrating part. And then I have to give some props to my friend Jeffrey because he helped me with the color correction. Like some of the scenes that look like nighttime kind of, those were all filmed during the day. So like Jeffrey saved me when it came to like the color correction. But the whole editing, it was pretty easy just because like I am an editor.
Right.
So it was kind of just, that's when I got into my home and went for it.
Gotcha. Well, so for the future, for your channel, where do you see it going?
I hope it continues to grow. I mean, I'm posting, I had a schedule of posting every Sunday, but that failed horribly when college started up again and all of that stuff. And now it's kind of just like I post when I can. And I've been actually like importing my Twitch streams onto YouTube as well.
Right.
Which sometimes sucks because I can't like really edit them. I just have to like just trust that what I have is good and go for it.
Right.
So like I can't cut out like the loading scenes or stuff like that. But it's still like I don't know. I hope it goes up.
Right. Alrighty. So let's get back into some. I don't even know how to transition. All right. Let's. What do we got? Batman Telltale. So. Batman Telltale. So, getting back into the nerd stuff. Batman Telltale. I enjoyed it. It's definitely, I like the new spin on it. What about you, Brittney?
I've only played up to like chapter 3. So, I don't know what happens in all of it, but I do know that I really like Cobblepot.
Yeah. And
he's pretty cool. Like, he's not the normal penguin that you would expect.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, it's different. And, isn't Scarecrow in here? Isn't he pairing up with Scarecrow?
No. I didn't see Scarecrow at all playing this.
Maybe I could have been mistaken.
Right.
But, I don't know, I just really liked it.
Right.
At least so far.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. They introduced a new villain, a villain I've never heard of. She could be in the comics, but I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty. I enjoyed it. The difference though is with Arkham Origins.
Oh right, okay. I just remembered because I just went back to look at my thumbnail. I forgot because it was the reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was so shocked when I saw that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, that
happened, and I was like, what are you doing?
Right. Just crazy stuff. And I love that, did you meet the Joker yet? Or
the Joker's in this?
Oops, spoilers. Anyways, sticking in Gotham City, Gotham. Now, I'm not a fan of Gotham.
Brittney is.
But Brittney is, yep. So Gotham, take it away. What do you so far? What do you think?
I like it. Right now there's the Alice Stitch virus or Stitch. I don't know virus going around, and that's. Are you caught up?
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
Oh, okay.
Right,
good.
you can spoil it. I don't care.
So, wow, is it? I hate how like the moment I have to like remember names,
Describe them. Or her.
It's Jim Gordon's Lee.
Barbara.
No, Lee.
Oh,
Lee.
Lee? Oh, Lee Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has the virus, and so like the virus makes you like strong, and it makes you
Oh my.
almost like primal.
Like Bane, basically.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like the captain actually was the first person to be infected.
Oh god.
And then Lee's fiance was the second. And then Lee. And then Lee wanted Jim to figure out like to embrace his true self.
Wow.
Because that's what everybody thinks that who has the virus thinks it does, is embrace your true self.
Jeez.
And so Lee buried Jim alive with a walkie, a flashlight, and the cure, or the virus.
Right.
And so it was like pretty much Jim's only choice to take the virus.
Right.
Because he told all of the other cops to go to Times Square or whatever, because the Court of Owls was planning on spreading the virus out.
Right.
And which is what it pretty much left us on, because that was literally the season finale or something, because the very last scene was the bomb going off and the red virus just kind of like going through Gotham.
Wow.
And but like Jim is infected now, so he's like full power Jim. I really liked when they brought the Joker back though.
Yeah, I saw the clip where they're in the carnival and, you know, Bruce Wayne is just hammering on, you know, Jerome or whatever.
Right.
I saw that whole thing, and, you know, Bruce is just hammering on him, and Jerome was just like, do it, and Bruce just looks up into the mirror, and he's just like, he has that realization, he's just like, I can't do it. Just, what am I doing?
Right.
Like, I can't do it. Just...
Because he swore not to kill, like, after that. But, like...
Exactly.
Even though he kind of changed eventually. Because the Court of Owls, like, brainwashed him.
Wow.
Like, they pretty much, like, made him forget the pain of his parents' death. They pretty much made him just take away all feeling.
Wow, and, okay. That's interesting.
And so, like, Bruce doesn't care about people that much anymore, so, like... He killed half the people of the Court of Owls, actually, just by saying, hey, kill them.
Jeez. So the Court of Owls is teaching him to become Batman.
Kind of, yeah. Except for they're wanting him to, like, go with their every whim. Like, do as they say.
That's
but
neat.
We all know that that's probably not going to happen.
That's really interesting. Because I heard they were bringing the Court of the Owls in the show, and I was like, that makes so much sense. But I'm still not going to watch it. And so that's great that they're tying that sort of in with how he becomes Batman and whatnot. And well, it is kind of, I mean, it's a new thing, but I get it. But it is kind of sad that, you know, because who knows how long Gotham is going to go on for. I mean, because now that, you know, you introduce the Court of Owls and he knows the Court of Owls exists, kind of takes away that storyline from New 52, and, you know, he can do that in them, or he could just be like, you know, in the early seasons he destroys the Court of Owls, and, you know, years later they're still out there and whatnot. That'd be something. So, yeah, so Gotham, this season pretty good or great?
I mean, it's good. I like it. I'm not going to say it's great, because,
right.
I mean, I pretty much binge watched the whole entire thing.
Right.
Because, like, my DVR was getting full.
Jeez.
So I need to watch these things, so.
Right.
I've been pretty much just going down the list. Like, I watched Supernatural first, and then went to Gotham, and then I finished Lucifer,
Mm-hmm.
and then I watched Gotham again because one of them recorded, and I was like, heck yeah, Gotham.
Awesome. So, speaking
I
of...
really love the Riddler, by the way, sorry.
The what now?
The Riddler.
Oh, yeah.
Edward Nygma.
He's having a great time, I bet, playing that character.
Yeah. He's finally embraced his riddle.
Yeah, the one thing that really... When I first watched it, in the first season, I think it was, where he has this crush on this girl or whatever, and he goes, kind of stalks her, and is going to deliver a present to this douche or
Miss
whatever.
Kringle.
Yeah. He... And this guy kept up, and he's just, like, making fun of him and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, Riddler stabs him, I think, and there's a train going over them or whatever, and it's very flashy and whatnot, and I was like, that is some great imagery right there.
Oh, yeah. Like, literally because, like, I like to try and guess who they're going to become before, like, it's actually kind of... Like, right. Obviously, Selena was going to be... It's going to be Batman. Like, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, like, they literally called Cobblepot Penguin, so I was like, obviously again.
Right.
But, like, I was searching for other people. Like, the moment Edward said a riddle, I was like, you're the Riddler. Like, I get it. You're going to become the Riddler. That's cool.
Right.
Obviously, Selena's friend, Ivy. Poison Ivy. Who else? There's just other ones that I was just like, okay, cool, got it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, speaking of Gotham, I did watch, I don't know where I left off on season 2, because I think so in season 2, I stopped because reasons, but I came back and watched, the Mr. Freeze episodes, because I heard he was going to be in it, and I was very curious as to
He's back, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw. And I watched the origin of Mr. Freeze on that show, and I was like, oh, well, it's definitely better than Batman and Robin, but I'm kind of like, now he's just a villain. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he was sort of a letdown to me because, I love Mr. Freeze because at the end of the day, he's not really a villain. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, and they just made him straight up a villain. Alrighty, so that's it for this episode of Spoiler Appetite. Hopefully join us next time, and we'll talk about more shows and other news. So that's Spoiler Appetite. I'm Tristan.
I'm Brittany.
And you've just been spoiled.